Are you thinking about visiting Sarasota but not sure if it's worth it or how much it'll cost you? In this video, we'll show you the highlights, share how we kept it budget friendly, and give you a few must-know tips before you go. By the end, you'll know exactly what to expect and how to plan a trip that's amazing and affordable. Hi, we're Wayne and Melissa, and we're budget travelers.
So how did we pick Sarasota? Well, actually, Sarasota chose us. I did a Google Flights search and found a very inexpensive round-trip direct flight from Raleigh to Sarasota flying Breeze Airlines. Breeze Airlines is a low-cost carrier. We have tried to fly them before. We booked a flight with them going to Tampa last year, but because of storms in the area, crew timed out and we were unable to complete that flight. Because of that, they refunded our money and they gave us Breeze points to use in the future. So this was a trip we booked with Breeze points and cash. The way we used the points was this.
What row were you in?
1D.
Wow. Row 1.
We were able to upgrade our economy seats to their first class product called Ascent. The seats are amazing. Plenty of room. We booked front row, so we had no one in front of us. Plenty of room. The cabin was very comfortable. The air conditioning worked great. The staff was really kind. Our only complaint is that because of the possibility of turbulence, no service was given to us. We were really looking forward to this cabin service because we had heard you get unlimited drinks and snacks. So we didn't pack any snacks because we were counting on that. So there's a note to self, pack snacks regardless. Dan and I both agreed, even without the snacks, it was worth booking the Ascent seats just for the comfort of the seat. Personally, I think the Breeze staff could have gone a little extra and they could have offered us a bottle of water, a bag of chips, or a bag of M&Ms when we departed the plane. One of the most exciting things was Wayne was the first person off of the plane. That has never happened before, and I must say this about the Sarasota airport. When we walked off the jet bridge into the Sarasota terminal, there was a gentleman there greeting every person on the flight. And I noticed there was a welcome person at every single gate. So Sarasota Bradenton Airport puts a very high emphasis on customer service. And that meant the world to us to get off of a plane super early in the morning and have someone say, "Welcome to Sarasota." When I get off the plane is I go ahead, after going to the restroom, of course, we book our Uber or our Lyft. I go back and forth between the two because one of them usually has some kind of bonus running. So I was getting ready to book a Lyft and we walked out of the airport. And it's a very small airport, easy to manage, really clean, loved the Sarasota airport. We walked out of the airport and there was a sign that said shuttle to hotels. Well, I know most places have hotel shuttles, but they're specific to a certain hotel. Like Marriott will send a van or Hilton will send a shuttle. But this was very generic. So we walked down to check this out because we didn't have anything else going on. So we walked down to check this out. And then the shuttle was there and we started talking to the gentleman. He goes, "Yeah, the county of Sarasota, this is a service we provide. It's $2 per person and we will take you to any hotel you're staying at." Now they run a specified loop, so you may not be dropped off right in front of your hotel, but you'll be dropped off very close to your hotel. Another value add of this was that gentleman lived in the area, and so he provided so many great recommendations. He told us about the farmers market. He told us about the Publix nearby, the best way to get to the beach, a good restaurant to try out. So speaking to the locals is just such a valuable tool to put in your travel toolbox. So he drops us off about a block and a half from our hotel, and we were staying at the Hyatt Regency, Sarasota. That hotel has since closed and is being torn down and being replaced by another Hyatt product, I believe a Thompson. So a little more upscale, modern hotel. Anyway, so we booked the Hyatt hotel. We used our free night certificates. When I applied for the Hyatt card last year, they were running a sign-up bonus. Typically, the sign-up bonus is points, 40,000 points, 60,000 points. But for this one, they were running a different promotion. It was 5 free night certificates. Well, those free night certificates are for categories 1 through 4, and this Hyatt Regency fell within that category. I believe it was a category 4. And typically, I think the category 4s run anywhere between 15 to 20,000 points. So 20,000 times 5 is 100,000 points. So that was a very valuable sign-up bonus. Anyway, when you book with points or a free night certificate, you do not have to pay taxes, fees, or resort fees. Most hotels now charge resort fees. This covers the cost of the common areas, the pool towels, shuttles to the beach. Something else it could cover is beach chairs and umbrellas, or pool chairs and umbrellas. So typically they charge a resort fee. This one also included bicycles that you could ride around the area. So it's worth it, but it's very, we would prefer not to have to pay it. And so that's why we book with points or use our free night certificates. The hotel is very conveniently located. It was right on the bay. From our room, the balcony, you could see the water is kind of through the buildings. You're not waterfront, but you're very close. This was in the marina area. Something else we loved about the marina area was it was close to the bay walkway, and it was relatively close to downtown. We could get downtown walking 2 or 3 blocks. One of the main features of downtown on the weekend is the farmers market. This farmers market has been running continuously for over 100 years. That's what the locals told us, and we have no reason to doubt them. Not only did they have food, but they had different kinds of crafts, handmade soaps, fresh flowers, fresh vegetables and fruits, baked goods. It was an amazing farmers market. So I would recommend going to the farmers market if you go to the Sarasota, Bradenton area. Something else we appreciated was that our hotel, the Hyatt Hotel, also had a free hotel shuttle. So that's usually, you can ask the bellman or you can ask the concierge to get more details on that. But most Hyatt Regencies will offer some sort of shuttle. They will shuttle you from the hotel to common areas like downtown, or if there's a particular site in the area, like a museum or a shopping mall, they will typically also shuttle you to something like that. Since we booked with our Hyatt free night certificate, we didn't have to pay anything, but I did want to give you the value of that. That room typically rented for $250 per night, and we stayed there 3 nights. Besides the farmers market, a lot of people like to go to Sarasota for the Ringling Museum. You're familiar with the Ringling, Barnum and Bailey Circus. Well, the founders of that actually lived in Sarasota, and they have since turned their home into a museum. They have priceless works of art, beautiful gardens. It's definitely worth going to the Ringling Museum while you're here. Sarasota is very walkable, as you can tell. The elevated walkways around the bay, going through the parks, going through the different waterways. This led to one of their art centers where they have performing arts, concerts, and plays and things like that. But the waterfront, the area you can walk around, it's paved. It's got decorative flowers and palm trees. It's just a really pretty area. The hotel shuttle also took us over to Lido Beach. Over at Lido Beach, there's obviously the beach. There's another walking area. There's also a park and shopping and different eateries. It's a wonderful way to spend an afternoon and to go to dinner, to feel the sea breeze on your face and the hair blowing. It's just, you're in Florida. So whether you fly in or you drive, you go to Sarasota on a day trip. Sarasota is extremely budget friendly, and we would definitely go back. If you found this video valuable, we would really appreciate it if you would like it and also share with others. And if you would like to see more content like this about traveling on a budget, please consider subscribing to our channel.
We appreciate you sticking with us to the end of this video. We share travel tips, packing videos, and tools for navigating the points and miles ecosystem. If this interests you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.